Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Lil Mike Fight Night. I'm Bear Evans, and today we're going to be going over, is Jones ducking Aspinal by him talking about Alex Pereira? Why is Jones fighting Stipe Miocic? We're also going to do a film breakdown showing, John Jones versus kickboxers versus Alex Pereira versus grapplers, and him actually grappling as well, too. The whole reason why I posted this video is because of this tweet right here. John Jones. If Alex became champion of the heavyweight division, would you guys consider him the GOAT? Being back in the gym has gotten me thinking differently. That fight after Stipe may be the biggest move I could possibly make. This killer has already defeated so many champions, and it would absolutely be massive. A guy with a chance to be a 3-division champion and a GOAT versus the actual GOAT. Same age, different strengths. No one can argue that. That would be the biggest fight in MMA history. There's absolutely no fight that generates a payday like that. Obviously, John Jones, you do not know who Conor McGregor is. I think any Conor McGregor fight coming back is going to be the biggest fight. I'm not saying it's because Conor McGregor is the best. I'm just saying Conor McGregor is red panty night, period. He has like 7 of the top 10 UFC pay-per-view fights. John Jones, you have 0 of them. So, let's go ahead and play this. Well, before I actually play this video, I want to go over a couple of things. Let's look at Stipe, Aspinal, and Jones and everyone else's records. So, John Jones, 27-1. He has 27 wins in the light heavyweight division. Absolute GOAT. That one loss is due to a technicality because I believe he needs someone when their hands were on the ground or elbowed them. I think it was an elbow actually just so many years ago in like 2018. He threw an elbow, both his hands were on the ground. It was illegal. I didn't even know that rule at the time. He lost or got like the no contest, but he did not lose. He won that fight. So, who's next in line? He wants to fight Stipe, 24-4. Hasn't fought since 2021 when he lost to Francis Ngannou. Fought once in 20, once in 19, twice in 18. Then, Alex Pereira, 10-2. One loss, I believe, in the UFC. In UFC, he has one loss in MMA. I think it was a submission. His loss right here that I'm seeing is going to be to Israel Adesanya. Then, we have Tom Aspinall, 14-3. His last loss was in 2022. It was to Curtis Blades. He lost because he broke his knee. Even though it says TKO punching, he broke his knee. So, Jones is saying, for legacy, I want to fight Stipe. Guys, drop your comments down below. I love the comments and the conversation we continue down here. If you like a normal guy with a little bit of amateur fighting experience, just continuing the dialogue, continuing the conversation of UFC, then give me a like and let me know. Why I'm doing this is I get tired of the newscasters and kind of just all this regurgitated stuff coming out. I just want a normal person talking to normal people about UFC who are fight fans, whether you're new to the game or old to the game, and hopefully we can teach and learn a few things. So, John Jones is already the GOAT. He's cemented in time. It would be really hard to beat that status. Some people say it's GSP, Khabib, whatever. Yes, they are some of the greatest of all time, but they're not John Jones. I believe that Stipe Miocic versus John Jones, there is no good outcome for Jones. He beats Stipe, great. You beat the guy off the couch who lost to Francis Ngannou. Stipe's not the baddest guy in the world anymore. Like, think about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's 60. At one time, he was the baddest guy in the world. Now he is not. It's the same with Stipe. Plus, Ngannou took the belt from him. Ngannou is the baddest man in the world, right? Until Jones came back. So, I don't think it does good for legacy. I don't think it's going to sell. I don't even know. Yes, I want to buy the pay-per-view because it is John Jones, but I don't want to watch a Stipe fight, that's for sure. So, he's saying Pereira would be the guy. Guys, but the thing is Tom Aspinall is the interim light heavyweight champion of the world. I really don't like where John Jones is like, oh, I'm calling my shots, yada, yada, yada. Well, guess what? It's the UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship. Yes, it's an entertainment company, but that's like the Super Bowl, and the 2 best teams in the Super Bowl don't fight each other. Does that make sense? Like, let's just say, I'm not a football fan, I just like fighting. Let's just say, I don't even know if they're retired or not. Tom Brady is like, hey, I don't want to fight the Dallas Cowboys, I want to fight the New York Giants. And because I'm Tom Brady, we can make that happen for the Super Bowl. Would that piss y'all off, you football fans? Yeah. Kind of the same thing for me. Tom Aspinall is the interim light heavyweight champion of the world. Last time he fought was in 2023 for the belt. He beat Sergey in the first round via knockout. That guy that he beat, yes, he was a contender, top contender. He was knocking out everyone. Aspinall came, finished the job. Aspinall also has ground game and striking. He moves so beautifully. I think he moves better than Cyril Gane because he's more crafty and creative, especially in tight scenarios like John Jones. Like, he can do a spinning elbow front or backwards, get an uppercut, and he's just very, very crafty. So, he wants to fight Alex Poatan, thinks going to be a big sale, and you're like, what about Aspinal? He's huge. Well, Aspinal is big in the UK market, right? Huge there. Sell out any arena in the UK, right? But not in the American market yet. Pereira is in the Brazilian market, obviously, South America, and then also he's becoming a superstar in America. He is everywhere. Obviously, the UFC has built him up very quickly, but he did it through his hands. It's not like they gave him opportunities very fast, yes, but he stepped up to the challenge every single time. So with that being said, I think that John Jones doesn't want the smoke from Aspinall, but I'm like, dude, you know, Alex Pereira is a killer, so maybe this is to me is more for legacy than fighting Stipe. Like, if you want legacy, fight Pereira, then fight Aspinall, or fight Pereira, the winner of that fights Aspinall. Forget about Stipe, let him retire. So, let's go with John Jones versus kickboxers, because John Jones has already solved the equation of kickboxers. You know, he's very, very experienced, fought on the championship level since he was like 18 years old. Let's go ahead and play this and see how he does. And that's it, guys. So, throws a punch, slips it, goes for the takedown. Kickboxer versus Jones. This is a lot more grappling involved because he took him out via submission. I think Ciryl Gane was like, hey, this guy's been out for a lot of years. He's kind of like in this euphoric place. Like, man, I'm going to fight for the championship versus a guy who has ring rust. Then John Jones makes it come in and makes it look easy. This wasn't even a fight for John Jones. I mean, he didn't even get to knock off the ring rust. He literally went in there, slipped a punch, did the takedown, got the submission, guys, and he got it quick. I cannot believe Ciryl Gane couldn't keep that chin down or couldn't get up. I mean, you're fighting for the heavyweight champion of the world. Did you prepare correctly? Also, do y'all think it's just John Jones is that good? Because obviously, I think he is, but I think Ciryl Gane dropped the ball, whether it was in terms of preparation or mindset, but I'm like, dude, this is the GOAT. You should have been... You know, when he got up and John Jones got his back, so that inside leg trip, he's not putting his hand to the floor. He's not trying to grab that leg. He's not trying to do anything, right? And to me, I didn't see a lot of effort here. I could be so wrong. I'm not a jiu-jitsu guy. I'm not a wrestler whatsoever. Roast me in the comments I got that wrong. But to me, it's just like I don't think he put a lot of effort in, especially for a championship fight, okay? So now, I want to go ahead and play Thiago Santos versus John Jones. It's another kickboxer. John Jones... he had a lot more activity in this fight, just it wasn't a very active fight. I'm trying to say, like, on the clips, like, I just want to bore you out, so I got 2 clips of him doing some work with another kickboxer. Let's go ahead and click play. Okay, guys, did you see that? So a lot of things John Jones was doing in that fight too, which I didn't show. So see, these are your knees, right? And we're fighting, and I get my leg, and I kick right here on the top of your knee, like a push kick, right? Or a side kick, but right on top of your knee. It busted Thiago Santos up to the fact that he said it ruined him. He strained like his ACL and MCL in both his legs, is what he said. But did you watch John Jones? Not only his distance management, but his fight IQ is through the roof. Every time Thiago was going to throw a kick, John Jones read it, pushed back, got away from it. He also checked a lot of kicks, guys. If you don't know what checking a kick is, I got on some of my short shorts. Hold on, let me pull these down. So if you don't know what a check kick is, it's when you're fighting and you bring your knee out. So my knee, I'm coming out, I'm being over exaggerative. But if you pick up your leg and put it out to the side, what happens is, so I'm a fighter, right? And someone's gonna throw a kick, it hit me right inside my calf, right? Right in that meaty bone. But if I bring my knee out like that, when I throw a kick, he's gonna kick right on my freaking knee, right? So calf kick, boom. If I check it, boom, right on the knee, or it'll be shin to shin, which, yes, is it gonna hurt the other guy if he's checking the kick and hits on the shin? Yeah, but it's also gonna hurt the other guy throwing the kick. You also are closer to your knees, so there's a lot more stability in there. So John Jones was checking all the kicks. He was evading all the kicks as well too. Sneaky little elbows, especially when he's tied, in the cage or in the clinch work. That was an amazing elbow from the back. You can't even see it. Now, Pereira, though, is a little different. When he throws his kicks, he doesn't turn over his hips. So like when we're punching, you ever hear the word like sit in your punch? So it's like you're sitting in, your legs are bent, you're bringing your back leg, into the punch. You're turning your chest. When you're kicking, it's kind of the same thing, right? Obviously, we're not using our upper body, but you're using your hips to get power, right? I'm here and I'm turning over my hips. Pereira just kicks. He doesn't turn over his hips, but his kicks, as we saw with Yuri Prochazka, Israel Adesanya, it damages and compromises their legs every time. I believe Yuri Prochazka was the first kick in their fight, literally damaged his leg immediately, was compromised. So now, I want to go to Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya, and then also it's going to be him versus Blachowicz. I can't talk right now. That was so terrible. So sorry. And so we're going to watch him not only doing some takedown stuff, we're going to see him getting taken down, and let's go ahead and talk about it after. Okay, so if you notice, I really don't like talking when I'm playing a video, especially like a fight sequence. I like to talk about it afterwards. So I'm sorry if you are used to that from other YouTube channels. I just really don't like talking during the videos because I think it takes away so much from them. So when we saw Alex Pereira, great takedown. Ref got saved by the bell. Adesanya got saved. I'm not saying he got saved, but that would be the first time we'd ever see Alex Pereira on top and seeing what he could do submission-wise, ground and pound, control time, but we didn't get to see that. Now, with, why can't I see his name right now? It's the second time I've filmed this video. Blachowicz. So, this is him fighting Blachowicz. I love to see that he is, not only we saw him get taken down, we can see his hand and wrist control when he's getting taken down. I love that guillotine that he got on Blachowicz as well too. Absolutely awesome performance. Yes, is he not necessarily getting up or getting out or throwing submissions? Absolutely, he's not trying to do any submission attempts. He's not trying to stand up. It is maybe once or twice, but we can see he just stays calm and stoic, and he has great hand control. And then also, we don't see right here, but when someone's on top of Alex, he's really good at locking in their neck so they can't get up and start punching on him, And so, absolutely, I think this is pretty good for someone who's just been fighting MMA for like 2 or 3 years, right? So, we know Glover Teixeira gave him a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Teixeira does not hand those out. Have we ever seen Alex try to do a submission? Well, I guess, yeah, in that guillotine, right? And it was actually really good and really tight, but we don't see this amazing gifted wrestler or guy with ground game like we do in his striking. So, with that being said, guys, what are y'all's thoughts on this? Are you even excited to see John Jones versus Stipe? That's the first question. Then, do you think John Jones is ducking Aspinal, or do you think that Alex Pereira is really that big of a threat? I'm not trying to talk down anything that Pereira has done. I think he's absolutely awesome if he wins this. Not only is he a two-time, two-division glory kickboxing champion of the world, he also held the middleweight champ, not simultaneously, he held the middleweight champion of the UFC and the light heavyweight champion of the UFC, guys. So just amazing resume, makes a lot of his fights look easy, knocks out everyone. Tom Aspinall, though, is the exact same way. Only he fights in the heavyweight division. He's more crafty, more unpredictable, has better footwork. I believe he's faster. Also, Aspinall has a mad ground game. Arm bars, chokes. He's done all different types of submissions for his wins. I'm just wondering what John Jones, why he's actually fighting Stipe, because to me, he's not the baddest heavyweight of all time. Mike Tyson, baddest heavyweight of all time. But he's 60 years old now. He's not that same guy. So now let's say if like, Usyk or freaking, what's that annoying guy's name? Fury, if they were to fight him, it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be the same because he's out of his prime. Miocic is 40 years old, hasn't fought in years, and he lost to Ngannou. Fight Aspinal or fight Jones. I don't care in the order, but you need to do those two things. Also, fight Aspinal or Pereira. Also, Pereira still has one boogeyman in the lightweight division he is not taken care of. His name is Mohammed Ankalaev. One of them Dagestani wrestlers, except he also has striking. So, there's so many amazing possibilities. I hate that John Jones is holding up the division. I hate that he's fighting Stipe Miocic. In my mind, no reason. It's not a big fight. It's not even a legacy fight. If he beats him, oh my God, you beat up a 40-year-old who hasn't fought in 3 years. Round of applause, everybody. John Jones, you're the GOAT. Go prove that you're the GOAT by fighting these scary monsters like Tom Aspinall, Alex Pereira. It'd be freaking awesome, guys. But thank you so much for the love and support. I'm getting another new mic tomorrow. I bought this one thinking it'd be good. It's absolutely terrible. I'm so sorry. Also, if you're in the San Antonio, Elmendorf, Sandy Oaks, Pleasanton, Jordanton area, and you like to play sweepstakes, I own an internet cafe over in the Elmendorf area. Come visit and possibly win some cash. I'm going to drop a QR code right here. Boop. And also, I will put the address on there and a picture or some shit like that. With all that being said, I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.